What up, what up? Welcome back, fam. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I hope you've been enjoying your day so far. We are back continuing our presentation series and finishing up this presentation series when it comes to the anatomy of the human avatar. And today, guys, is all about we wrapping things up. We covered a lot of information so far, and today we are wrapping things up with occult masonry, okay? So if you're new to the channel, and you appreciate the content, I know you will, because this is, we leaving no stone unturned here. It's all about, we know our brain is a muscle. We all been lied to on a mass level, and our brain is a muscle, and it's all about building those new brain cells. So how do we do that? We got to learn new information, or information that we haven't, uncovered in a long time, that can help, build that neuroplasticity, which is the new brain cell. So since our brain is a muscle, the objective is to learn something new each and every day, to work that brain out, to make you stronger, wiser, and smarter than you were the day before yesterday. And our life is a never-ending story, all right? Because we all got, received our call to adventure, been receiving the universe been lining up the right people, placing an event to support your intent. You like, hey, I'm tired of living like this. There has to be a better way, and there is, especially when you live from your heart chakra. You raising from your root and living in your heart and trying to go beyond. Okay, it's not trying, you are going beyond, but it's a process, right? But the universe been lining up the right people, placing events to support your growth, such as myself. I've been sharing my ups and downs, the things that help me skip some levels, but I still have to grow through my own personal transformation atonement process, like these 7 hermetic principles. Okay, so if you don't learn anything else, because Earth is a school, learn these, know these, become these, and apply these each and every day. You would thank me later, okay? But it's all about your own personal transformation and atonement process, so you become the best version of yourself and get your butt back in alignment, okay? I care about you that much, and to also share this information, okay? But today, guys, again, be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you, okay? And let's go ahead and get ready to jump into it. I like to give my own key points and my takeaways. It's all from my point of view, of course, but do your own research. So to really follow along with a lot of the information I've been sharing so far, at the core, I've been sharing a lot of information from various books, okay, to compile them into one nice story so it can make sense. Because when you really a student of life and philosophy, the love of, the God within, you'll realize, like, hey, the truth repeats itself, right? And so what you'll see is, like, a whole bunch of people, numerous people, they have their own different version of the truth. And so what I do, and what you need to do too, is to piece these puzzles together, like you see right here, so you can build some solid foundation, so you can start living on your life path, your hero's journey. But let me not get too far off track and get ahead of myself here, okay? But guys, to really follow along, get these books here. I got, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth or Tahuti, The Atlantean by Doriel Books. I repeat, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, The Atlantean by Doriel Books. Okay, so when you love wisdom, you're going to evolve. Okay, so just love yourself. Okay, this is an inner outer experience. Okay, guys, next we have The Occult Anatomy of Man, okay, by Manly P. Hall. I repeat, The Occult Anatomy of Man by Manly P. Hall. Next, we've been talking about this from day one, okay, and it's all about what? The Emerald Tablets of Hermes or Thoth or Tahuti, and the Kabbalion, right? We've been mentioning the Kabbalion for quite some time, right? So please invest in this. And lastly, we have works by George W. Carey here. This is 3 books in one. I call it the Black Book, okay? So, and it consists of what? The Chemistry of Life, the Tree of Life, and the Wonders of the Human Body. So this is works by George Carey. It's 3 books in one. It's the Chemistry of Life, the Tree of Life, and the Wonders of the Human Body. I promise you, once you invest in these books, because you're investing in yourself and your mindset, you will greatly thank me later, okay? So before we get ready to dive into it, the true student will really, investigate, leave no stone unturned, and read between the lines and gain that wisdom that you need in your life. Now, it's the light is really in you, like you say you are, right? So the light which is engraved in these tablets that I've been sharing with you guys, it should resonate with you some kind of way, okay? So it's not about blindly believing or just believing, you know, what Chris is saying, because I'm sharing from my heart. So I'm not going to just throw some information out there, especially when I know these universal laws, because you read what you sow, right? So, but the true student going to read between the lines. I hope that makes sense, okay? But as we get ready to lead into it, guys, you know, you're going to speak thou in words without voice, okay? That's your speaking to yourself, your intuition, and to those that dwell down below, that's inside of you. Your body is the kingdom. It's the kingdom of Solomon, okay? And your body is your kingdom, okay? It's your temple, okay? So, but enter the blue-litten temple, okay? And bathe in the fire of all life, okay? And know, oh man, thou art complex. You are a being of earth and of fire. This is from Thoth to Hootie, okay? So guys, you know, at the end of the day, there's a good side, not so good side to everything we've been talking about so far, but it's all about, you know, reaching that balance, having that balance, okay? And working on yourself and becoming the greatest version of yourself, okay? And getting that greater alignment. But most importantly, you better use those 7 hermetic principles, okay? You will greatly thank me later, okay? And also, you know, to do a little bit more further research into Bobby Hammett, Dr. Phil Valentine, and Brother Freeman L here on YouTube. These guys are master teachers, you know, way above their time, okay? So there are more people out here sharing their information to get you in the vibration, but it's up to you, okay? So become the student and the teacher of your own life, okay? So as we get ready to lead into it, guys, we're going to start it. Our purpose and mission require learn a whole bunch of life lessons to gain that experience and knowledge for our soul growth, because we know Earth is a school, and as you grow through the university of your own life, right, you're going to share your knowledge and wisdom with people, you know, the lesson that you learn along your own life path. You're going to trust your own intuition, your own inner voice, your own energy. It's always been about you. It's always been you. It always will be you, okay? When you know better, you're going to do better. And now that you know, everything matters, okay? You are connected to everything, even me. That's why you know, that your spirit, you know, intuition led you to this presentation, and you should be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you, you know, for following your gut, okay? Your gut is a brain too, okay? So with that being said, you know, it's time to follow your own biorhythm and light and flow in life, and be sure that, you know, they playing with the moolah, okay? But still, don't be a fool out here. Learn as much as you can, okay? And I left plenty of breadcrumbs and gems for you guys, so please do your own research, okay? But as you get your moolah in each and every time, no matter how big and small, pay yourself at least 10% first, okay? 808. And it's all about being intentional. Be the cause, you know. Don't wait on luck. You create your own luck, because when you know who you are, you know the universal laws, you know, you create your own luck each and every day, instead of just waiting for that pot of gold to just pop into your lap, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna get you guys out of here with my key points here. So at the end of the day, guys, when it comes to occult masonry, you know, our ancestors left this information. You know, we started this information eons ago, because we knew Earth is a school. The whole multiverse is a big, you know, ginormous university, okay? You go from one classroom to the next, and we used this before, you know, before it was a word, masonry, and all these certificates and badges and handshakes and stuff like that. This was just a way of life, because we knew Earth was a school, and when souls come down here from higher realms, we left this knowledge here as a continuity system, so souls can, you know, have like pretty much like a fast track to success on their own life path and their own hero's journey, without being blindly cut off, saying, hey, the God is outside of you, and you looking way all over the place instead of within yourself. I hope that makes sense so far. So at the end of the day, guys, you know, this is a quality of life. So I'm tying everything together for you guys, and 20% of you guys really need this information, because you're old souls here to usher in this new consciousness. But do your own research too, okay? So, but all is mental. Everything starts in the spiritual realm first before it manifests in the physical. Everything starts in the mind first before it manifests in the physical. I hope that makes sense. All is mind, and all is one. And when all is one, when you have that love, you know, for yourself and mankind, and just, you know, creation in general, you're going to gain that experience and wisdom and knowledge that you need so you can grow, okay? But at the end of the day, guys, it's all about tying in what, like I've been telling you guys, balancing up your polarities with that divine masculine, and feminine principle. And so when you work, work on your polarities here, you can become balanced and you can really focus on yourself, which is you, your own universe, in which you can tap into higher consciousness and thought form, which is your own inner Tahuti and Sachet, okay? Not to overlook the other gods and goddesses out there, but, to tie in, tap into these higher thought forms, this is what you're working with here, okay? But at the end of the day here, what is this showing you here? Your input gonna equal your output, and a good tree always gonna bear fruit. So what does that mean? You're gonna see results in people's lives. Instead of them showing you money and all these different things, just follow the bread, follow the results. Okay, the results are always going to show you the truth. Okay, so don't go off of what they tell you and what they show you. Go off of what you see, okay, for yourself with proper research. But as you journey on your path to knowledge of self, you're going to realize Israel is all about you. Isis is that spirit. Ra is that higher mind. And when you balance those polarities together, it's going to equal what? A manifest of consciousness that represented as El, that true source energy, which is God within yourself, player. Okay, goddess. When you know better, you're going to do better. All right. So it's all about tapping into your own king's dome. All right. Your own skull, your own cranium. Okay. And also tapping into your mindset. And sit back in your throne in your higher kingdom. Okay, I'm tying everything together here. All right, so when you as we walk things up here, this path, it's all about the tying, raising your kundalini energy, and to tap into your higher consciousness and thought form, so you can really work out of your heart space, because this represents your lily in the valley that we hear about in scripture, right? Which is what? Your kundalini energy, which travel up your spine, which is going to tap into your mind once you raise it through the heart, and it's going to ignite that spark to balance off your polarity so you can work with higher consciousness. It's a process, okay? So when you first start off, like I mentioned to you guys before, life is a puzzle, and we all have different pieces of the puzzle, and once you start piecing things together, you're going to start raising yourself up. You have no choice, and you're going to tap into your heart chakra, and you're going to see things for what they are, okay, and not for what they what they are presented to you, so you're going to see things underneath the surface, okay? So instead of judging things from the outside in, you're going to judge things from the inside out. How does this person make you feel versus what they telling you, okay? So if you can close your eyes, if does this person lift you up, or they lighten you up, or they tearing you down, they bring you down, lowering your vibration, okay? So, but remember, guys, it's all about balancing those polarities. The past, present, and future is happening right now. So the things you're doing right now can rewrite your past and also set you up for failure or for success for your future. But it's all on you, player. All right. So when it comes to, this energy over here, when it comes to the raw, it's all about what? Frequency and electricity. And when it comes to Isis, the spirit, it's all about what? Vibration and magnetism. And when you tie these two divine energies together, it's going to equal what? Electromagnetic, or your electromagnetism, which is the L, which is the one, which equals your what? Your Taurus. And so, guys, by now, we all know, I done walk you down a whole journey, right? It's all about, how do we get ourselves back into unity consciousness so we can really get things going in our lives, so we can live our purpose and mission and graduate to the next level, because there's no beginning to end when you realize that, okay? But welcome to the universe of your life. And so when you tap into higher consciousness, which is that G, all right, that's when you know that, hey, it's all about gnosis, that knowledge. And when you get that knowledge through experience, it's going to lead to what? Wisdom. It's going to make you wise, and it's going to lead you into what? The source within yourself, okay? But it's all about, following that yellow brick road in your life, okay? Because we all live in the land of Oz, okay? But once you know better, you're going to follow that yellow brick road, and you're going to also trust your own tuition, your own inner voice, your own energy. So to tie in this unity consciousness, to tap in, to really trust your own inner voice and tap into your own inner, God consciousness, okay? It's all about leaving no stone unturned, like I said before, mentioned before. It's all about sacred geometry, studying the stars, okay? And remember, growth requires change. So if you've been doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, it's not going to happen. So the 3 steps to your liberation, again, life is a puzzle, piecing things together. When you build that solid foundation, these guys here, they really take the necessary steps in their life so they can have that balance. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So the 3 steps of liberation includes, when you coming from your lower nature, is raising, from materiality, and then tap into like, hey, I want to learn more about life. Okay, intellectuality. And then next you want to know like, hey, this spirit, this voice that just keep telling me that I shouldn't do that, I should do this. What is that all about? And that's going to lead you down your life path to self, to knowledge of self. I hope that makes sense. And so the basic orientation on your first day, of University of Life, welcome aboard, fam. Okay, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's from Romans 12:2. So what does this mean, fam? This means the change that's going to happen right now is not going to be a change on the outside in. It's going to be a change from the inside out. Okay, so when you know better, you definitely going to do better. And so as we lead on in, fam, let's carry on down here. Like this picture here can symbolize so many different things, but what does it mean right now in this present moment as we discuss, about this whole, occult masonry? And it's not nothing secret about this. This is all our ancient knowledge that we left for each other as a continuity system so we can level up. So, when each soul got here in this universe, this one particular universe, which is Earth, okay, they already have, some working knowledge of some things that they can work on so they can progress, okay? So, because it's not, fair for every soul to be on different level, but that's just how it is. But because we know there's a learning curve, okay, so to speak. So what am I saying? Let's tie all this thing together, all right? Everything is interconnected, fam, okay? Everything is interconnected. So with that being said, when you start when you want to break anything down, as you can see, the symbolism here is right here as well, and also in this picture here. So you take all this information, just transfer it here and also here. And also, like I've been showing you from the jump, right? I'm keeping it 100 with you guys. Also you want to start everything with the circle and the cross, right? So always start with the circle, because it's the one, because the God within, the source, right? And then the cross. And then you'll be able to line things up and see things for what they are. And also the tree of life that we've been talking about for numerous times, right? So we got Aries all the way around to what? Pisces here. So let's do a quick breakdown, fam. What does this mean to me? And and I put this here so you can work on your own intuition and see what it means for you. Okay, so as we progress here, we are in the age of Aquarius, fam. So what does it mean? We are in the information age. The age of Aquarius is shedding light and pointing, saying like, hey, enough is enough. Mother Universe saying it's time. It's a period of retribution that is going on, right? So we're shedding light on all the resources that people been hoarding from the masses, and we're gonna equally distribute this thing out, and also we're gonna help speed up people's consciousness. And also the age of Aquarius is that information age, and it's tapping Leo here, which is the line, like in the Wizard of Oz, right? To tap into that heart chakra so they can have that courage that they need to conquer that journey that they of the unknown, okay? Because that's a whole process ahead of you, okay? You get what I'm saying? And with Libra here, it's all about balancing those skills as we progress through this Aquarian age. So again, it's all about leaving no stone unturned in your life, fam. But as we progress over here, what does this mean? It's all about same thing here. We need to raise our consciousness from the root all the way up to the crown, okay, so we can see things for what they are, because you're the beehive of the mind. Your mind is like a beehive, so we need to raise ourselves to higher consciousness and higher thought forms so we can really be the best version of ourselves, so we can operate in our higher faculties. So again, you are the student and the teacher of your own life, and again, it's all about raising yourself to your heart chakra so you can see things for what they are, or gain a higher perspective, okay? but it's time, to elevate your mindset and to think outside the box. So once you think outside the box, you can get a better perspective. You can see things, get a point of view, a better point of view. I hope that makes sense. So when you got the earth, which is ore in etymology here, which is the mineral / metal, then you got gun, which is angle / corner. You got orgon, which is a free energy source by using angles, okay, to a point, which is kind of like a torus, right? But it's all about free energy and mastering, becoming the master of your own beehive in your mind. So as we get ready to lead things out here, all of us, we're on our path. Especially if you're viewing this presentation right now, you're on your path and you're in right now. You like, okay, I want to, tap into unity consciousness, which is the all right? So all progress that's going to happen is returning home, okay? All is upward and onward, as we mentioned before, in spite of all the seemingly, contradictory appearances that we done went through and all these ups and downs, but this is such a message for the illumined, okay? So as we get ready to lead things in, no tree, it is said, can grow to heaven unless its root reach down to hell. So like I mentioned to you guys before, those who grow through, the most, tough times, they have the most to share. They're going to bear fruit in their life because they got a story to share with themselves. You know what I'm saying? They went through a lot of stuff and they take all of those situations to share it, to help other people that may go through other, similar situations. I hope that makes sense so far. And that's what life is about. It's all about synergizing the information, sharing our ups and downs with each other. So, we don't get caught off guard on this path to tapping into self. Okay. So, this is what, spiritual development means, okay? It's the recognition, realization, and manifestation of the spirit within us, okay, guys? So, as we close, the true student will learn to read between the lines and gain that wisdom. So, if the light is really in you, like you said it is, right? The information I've been sharing with you, throughout many presentations is going to light you up. It's going to give you a spark. It's going to resonate with you some kind of way, right? But you still got to do your own research. So remember, it's not the words that you say outside, all these affirmations and stuff. It's the words that you say, to yourself when nobody's not around, that inner voice that really matters, and plant those seeds in your mind. So be mindful of the things that you say to yourself, that inner voice, because it's going to stockpile and manifest itself. I hope it makes sense. So speak thou in words without voice to those who dwell down below, because your body is a temple. You have a whole you have trillions of cells within your body, okay? You have your own universe, okay? So say great things to yourself. You are great. All right, so enter the blue linen temple and bathe in the fire of the of all life, and know, oh man and oh woman, that you are complex, a being of earth, which is the heart, and of fire. Okay, that's from thought. So you can have all the money in the world, but I know you need to get that moolah so you can get things going in your life. However, don't chase the money, chase the knowledge, okay? And don't really chase the knowledge. The knowledge, you need to seek the knowledge, okay? And once you have that knowledge, right, money will be easy, okay? And you'll be able to share the ways you learn to generate income with other people, okay? There are many different ways to generate income, not having a job, okay? But knowledge itself is more important and longer lasting. So learn those 7 hermetic principles, fam. Remember, there's a good side, not so good. There's a good side, not so good side to everything. That divine masculine and feminine principle, like we clearly illustrated numerous times. And to tap in, Brother Freeman L, Dr. Phil Valentine, and Dr. Deborah Blair, and Bobby Hemmett, many others. Please do your research. There are many teachers out there that's been sharing their ups and downs, their own stories, and their own research. So it's a well-known physiological fact that the blood, right, is the basic material in which the human body is continually built. As is the blood, so is the body. As is the body, so is the brain. As is the brain, so is the quality of thought, right? So scientists will come clean and have discovered that there are dormant and underdeveloped brain cells in the cerebrum, which is the upper brain seat, the seat of the soul, which consists of the moral faculties. This is the key when it is touched with that vital fluid. When you raise your kundalini energy from your root chakra all the way up to your crown chakra, and gonna tap that pineal gland, okay, in that most high brain. I mean, you'll be able to light that flame within you so you can see things for what they are. And remember, guys, everything is interconnected. So here are my takeaways. One, to the students of masonry life and just purpose in general, there's one problem that will present itself, and many of you guys, okay, it will be, told by many names, signs, and symbols, but at the end of the day, it's all about purification and liberation of yourself. Like we talked about, these 3 steps to liberation, which is spirituality, intellectuality, and materiality, raising yourself from lower to higher planes, okay, to get yourself going. Okay, I hope that makes sense so far, right? So with that being said, but it's all about restoring your falling spiritual temple, which is your own brain, your kingdom. Your skull is your kingdom. Okay, this is your temple, and your body too. All right, too. Masonry, like I told you before, it was named Masonry before the handshakes, the symbols, and all this other stuff. It was wisdom teachings. Okay, it was a continuity system for general life, solution to general life problems. Okay, so what am I saying? So these are some takeaways here. So it may seem useless to study a lot of these ancient abstract symbols, okay, but in the time, the things you put aside as worthless are really the jewels that you would need in the future. So I started keeping scraps of pictures. These pictures that I've been sharing with you guys, I have like a whole bunch of stuff all over the place, and I just have this thought, and I'll look through my phone or whatever, wherever I have in place, and I'm able to line things up, like clockwork. So it's all about being in synchronicity, in the ebb and the flow, your own biorhythm. Okay, so with that being said, these are wisdom teachings, okay? So study, leave no stone unturned. 3, there's a 3-step process to liberation. Like I mentioned, it's the grand division of the human consciousness. 1 is material, which consists of action, okay? 2 is intellect, deals with what? Emotion. 3, you got to tap into spirit on that feminine side, man. It's all about materiality, okay? But you got to lift yourself up to God by climbing these 3 steps, fam. You got to climb these 3 steps, okay? All right, 4. Now, it's all about uniting the 3 steps into the, harmony / balance. It is going to equal that your triangle. But the ancients declare God as the dot and the circle like we have up here, okay? So in the circle, which is unknowable, he or she manifested through the 3 witnesses, which is what? The Father, the Son, and the Mother, okay, which is the Spirit. 5, the God within each of us can only manifest itself through his 3 witnesses or her 3 witnesses, okay, which is the Father, manifest through what? Thoughts, like I've been illustrating you from over and over again, through thoughts. Okay, the Son deals through emotions, okay, balance the emotions, and then your mama, which is the Holy Spirit, which is through your actions. That's why you feel a certain kind of way when you hurt, when you do wrong by people, and your heart thump a certain kind of way, or you say something bad and you really think about it after the fact. That's what's happening. You have that little energy is within your heart chakra, letting you know, like, hey, you was wrong for saying that. You need to go and apologize, or you did the right thing for standing up for yourself. That's what that's all about, okay? But it's all about balancing your thoughts, your desires, and your action, fam. As we close things out, it's all about that beehive in your mind, which is gonna project into your life. It's all about industry, cooperation, and having that mutual development of all species. Okay, we may have 2 legs, 2 arms, a head, you know what I'm saying, but we are not the same, and it's okay. Just like a cat and a dog, and many other animals, right? But at the end of the day, we all have our own unique purpose and mission that we have to fulfill. Each soul is a bee collecting data into a beehive of experiences, okay, into the all. So the soul is the body of man. So Earth is a school, fam. Life is a test. So are you studying and paying attention, or are you gonna live on repeat and do this thing all over again? 7, are we bees or spiders? So it's time to transmute these life experiences into honey, or you can deal with some poison. It's up to you, okay? But mistakes and failures, they are normal, but you got to remember that these are lessons and learning curves that we got to grow through, so we can become the best version of ourselves. And as we close, get ready to close things out, and these are many lessons. So what am I saying? Don't abuse your mental, physical, and spiritual powers, which is going to equal your sacred word that you speak and think to yourself each and every day. Everything matters, reflection. So as you close things out, number 8, so the true Mason, which is my son, because there's a piece of the sun, right, within each and every one of us, whether we know it or not. but to really tap into yourself, which is you are a true child of light, which is the sun, and a true Mason and a child of light, a child of, you know, justice, right? It's all about tapping into Ma'at, which is what? Truth, justice, righteousness, right? Reciprocity, balance, order, and one, having that harmony within yourself and within your outer verse too. Okay, so guys, this has been my takeaway when it comes to, you know, this presentation series, when it comes to anatomy of the human avatar, right, and occult masonry. And we covered a lot of material. It's all about leaving no stone unturned in your life, and also please do your own research too. Okay, but I want to present something to you so you can have some working knowledge on your journey, on your own personal hero's journey, so you don't, you know, just around here guessing. Okay, because a lot of these books do not have pictures. Okay, all right. But be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. If you appreciate the content, drop a thank you. If you even really appreciate the content, I have Cash App down below. Okay, it's all about cause and effect. Okay, when you let something go, something of equal or greater value has to return. So when you know universal law, you're not, you know, losing anything. You're gaining something in return, because if you receive value, you gotta, you know, be in this ecosystem. Okay, so you don't want to hoard yourself here. But, you know, as always, guys, you know, our purpose and mission require learning a whole bunch of life lessons to gain that experience knowledge for our self-growth. It's never too late to rewrite your story, but, you know, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, okay? So if you've been doing the same thing over and over again, it's not gonna work. You need a new plan, you need a mentor, and you need a new schedule with yourself, okay? But it's never too late to start over. The past, present, and future are happening right now. So what are you doing right now today to get your butt on the right path with your own hero's journey, okay, guys? So it's time to line yourself up with your own biorhythm and flow in your life, and remember, pay yourself first 10%, no matter how big or small. Okay, I appreciate you guys that much. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. This concludes this presentation series. We'll be back with another presentation soon, but this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Until next time, love yourself, protect yourself, keep learning and growing each and every day. Everything matters. Leave no stone unturned in your life, family. Take care of yourself. Stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.